Have you ever asked someone what they did over the weekend, and they told you they read a fascinating book on quantum physics, only for you to find out later they just watched TV? Or hey, maybe you've done it yourself. Someone asks if you've seen a classic movie, and you nod enthusiastically, even though you have no idea who Humphrey Bogart is. These are lies that offer no real advantage, no escape from punishment, no tangible reward. So why do we tell them? Why do we lie when there's absolutely no apparent benefit? Well, the answer is way more complex and fascinating than you might think. Let's start with one of the most powerful motivators in human psychology, protecting our ego and self-esteem. We all have this idealized version of ourselves in our minds. We're more interesting, more cultured, more intelligent than we might actually be in reality. Pointless lies are often a way of bridging the gap between our real self and our ideal self. That person who claimed to read a quantum physics book isn't trying to trick you into giving them a Nobel Prize. They're trying to convince themselves and you that they are the kind of person who does that. It's a form of narrative self-creation. Each small, fabricated detail adds a brushstroke to the self-portrait they want to present to the world. It's not about some grand deception, but about a momentary self-enhancement. Next up, consider the sheer power of habit. For some people, especially those who may have grown up in environments where lying was a necessary survival tool, deception can become an automatic response. Think of it like a cognitive shortcut. When asked a question, the brain, conditioned by past experiences, might just default to the lie pathway before even properly considering the truth. It's not a malicious, calculated decision. It's a deeply ingrained pattern. The original reason for the lie might be long gone, but the behavior remains, kind of like a reflex. Breaking this habit can be just as difficult as quitting any other long-standing routine. Then there's the concept of social lubrication. A lot of small, pointless lies fall into the category of white lies. They're designed to keep social interactions smooth and frictionless. You know, telling a friend you love their new haircut, even if you secretly don't, or saying you're busy to decline an invitation you're just not interested in. Let's be honest, the truth, your haircut is terrible, or I'd rather stay home and do nothing than hang out with you, is abrasive and just creates awkwardness. While the benefit isn't a suitcase full of money, it's the preservation of social harmony and the avoidance of minor, uncomfortable conflicts. In this sense, these little lies are a tool for navigating the complex web of social relationships with minimal friction. Another fascinating reason is what you might call fantasy rehearsal. Sometimes people lie about their lives as a way to test drive a reality they wish was true. By saying they're training for a marathon or learning a new language, they get to experience, for just a fleeting moment, the positive reaction and social identity that comes with those achievements. It's a low-stakes way to live out a fantasy. This isn't necessarily a sign of delusion, but rather a manifestation of aspiration. They are telling a story about the person they want to become, and in the telling, they make it feel, just for a second, a little more real. Finally, on the more serious end of the spectrum, we have what psychologists refer to as pathological lying, or pseudologia fantastica. This is a chronic behavior where the individual tells compulsive lies without any clear or discernible motive. These lies are often elaborate and detailed, but they don't seem to offer the liar any obvious personal gain. It's really important to distinguish this from everyday white lies. Pathological lying is a pattern of behavior that is often linked to personality disorders or other underlying psychological issues. The lies are the goal in and of themselves, a behavior driven by an internal compulsion that the person may not even fully understand or control. So the next time you hear a lie that makes you scratch your head and wonder why, remember it's really simple. It could be a shield for a fragile ego, a remnant of an old habit, a social lubricant, a fantasy taking flight, or a symptom of a deeper issue. Understanding the why behind the lie doesn't necessarily excuse it, but it does grant us a more empathetic and insightful window into the incredible complexity of human behavior. It reminds us that we are all, in our own ways, authors of the stories we tell about ourselves. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this interesting, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into human psychology. See you in the next one.